cover off this inside because Brett wants to have a go here. Oh, the blue car's made a mistake. Stay there, mate. Worried about his rejoin there. Oh, something must have happened at the chicane against. Oh, was that a desperate lunge? Top split racing, guys. It's never easy, no matter what series you're in. Morning, everybody. It's late November now, and it's very dark outside because we're here early on a Wednesday, as we often are, and we're going to go back in the Mazda MX-5. Now, the MX-5 this time is at Lime Rock, and it's the layout with the chicanes. Now, I don't really like this layout, but we did it fairly recently because I do a league on Monday evenings every fortnight, and one of the rounds recently, or two of the rounds recently, were at this layout. I didn't do great in the race, but I thought, I don't really need too much practice in theory. Now, it turned out that we were in top split, of course, but there's a huge strength of field in here, some really, really quick people, and I mess up qualifying, which isn't great. But without further ado, we'll head over to Lime Rock in Connecticut and see where we end up on the grid. Right, so we're in the session now. We'll have a quick look at what car number we've been given, look at the ping, that kind of thing. And we see that we are car number 5. We're kind of right in the middle of the pack here. And a fair bit of ping, as you'd expect. People all around the world. Racing Nancy Fox again. We had a great race with Nancy a few weeks ago in Alton Park. But there. Right, we're going to head out and see if we can get into that top half of qualifying. Right, here we go. Flat out through this corner, of course, onto the start-finish straight as we start a banker lap. So it's all about trying to get around without making a mistake. Don't damage the car. No off tracks. We get a valid time on the board, so we're not right at the back of the grid. Okay, so that's one banker lap on the board. Let's try and push a little harder on this one. See if we can get a better time than this. But at least we've got something registered. It should be right at the back of the grid.
P2.
Yep, did you hear that accidental double shift there? Double shifted, which meant I dropped down to first gear. That's the last thing I needed round there. And so we're going to be relying on that banker lap for the qualifying. Right, fingers crossed. It doesn't put us right at the back. I'll see you at the start of the race. Okay, so here we go for the grid. We ended up P7. So only relying on our banker lap meant we only managed to get P7 out of 12, just in the bottom half. And a potential loss of iRating if we finish here. So we'll try and make our way up through the field. We'll try and keep out of trouble. Try and keep the car nice and clean. See how we do.
The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit. The track temp is 1.
Okay, we're going on green.
Fahrenheit. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Green, green, green.
Rather ordinary start, but we're okay. We'll keep this inside. The 9 was thinking about coming across there. Oh, looks like Nancy's off. Slowed us down a little bit as the blue car, the 9, didn't really know what to do. Cover off this inside because Brett wants to have a go here. Oh, they've had a battle behind. Have they all managed to get through? Right, looks like we have a bit of a clear track behind. We're just nursing these cold tyres at the moment. I try not to let the pack get away from us. I was looking forward to a fight there with Nancy at some point, but a mistake at turn 1 has given us the position.
6th place.
So the car in front is car number 9, John Pinnery, or Pineri. I think we've raced him before because I recognise that Pineri logo on the back of his car. Whew, I've got wheel damage. Just touched the curb very gently. Apparently I've got wheel damage. Okay, we'll see how that affects our lap times. But we're going to be nursing an ailing car then for the rest of this race. At least it's not a black and orange flag. Those curbs are so brutal, aren't they?
Just done a 105.12. That was a 106.15.
Oh, see, the car's not handling great now.
We've been warned about track limits.
This is now going to be tough to try and keep this P6. Hey, people still might make mistakes, especially at that chicane. It's easy to do what I just did. See if we can hunt down John in front. So John's 2.6 ahead. That's the number. That's the magic number right now. Is 2.6. Let's see what we can do.
New fastest lap for Weiss, 104.94.
Braking a little bit earlier than before. Into that corner. So I'm not confident in the car. And he's pulling away from me in front. The gap's now up to 2.9. Really need a toe off him. If he makes a little mistake and drops back to within a second of me, that'd be really handy.
P6, the gap behind is now 0.8. That lap time was 105.63.
There's a guy behind, it's just 0.8 behind. Far too close for comfort. Especially if Nancy manages to get past Brett. I know she's so quick. Oh, the blue car's made a mistake. Stay there, mate. Worried about his rejoin there.
Well done, Damo. Great move.
Well, I don't know about great move, Jim, but it was a pleasant change of position. Puts us up into P5. We're respecting our car number now. Right, let's just knuckle down, not mess up.
P5. That lap was a 105.68.
They're currently running mid 105s. Not the best pace. It's okay.
Oh well.
Unlucky John is running so well.
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 6.2 seconds.
Right, Brett seems to have perhaps had a coming together with Nancy because Nancy's dropped back. Brett's now over 2 seconds behind. Ooh. Oh, and John's come out in front of us. Please don't get involved, John. I'm sure he won't. So I think we've raced against John before. I think he's a fairly experienced racer. He'll know the score. And although this is the rookie series, in top split you don't really get many rookies. In fact, with wheel damage I might not even catch John. So John is now a lap behind, except for 3 seconds. Brett is 2.3 behind. Right, we're within 2.5 seconds of John now in front. Of course, that's not for position, but it'd be good to get into his toe. And there's Yasuhito behind us now, so Brett has dropped a position. How quick's Yasuhito? We don't know.
That lap time was 105.72.
Another mid 105 there for me. Yasuhito was a 105.5. But I think he's messed up that chicane because he's 3 seconds back now.
The gap behind is now 3.2 seconds.
I'm feeling quite pressurised here to try and keep this top 5. Top split racing, guys. It's never easy, no matter what series you're in.
Okay, Damo, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.32 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.26 off the pace.
Okay, so collectively,
pretty consistent.
almost a second off the pace on a 1 minute lap. Some of that might be attributable to the wheel damage, but I think a lot of it is the fact that the race leader, let's have a look, Giancarlo has a 6.7k rating. That's probably more like what it's about. Missing these curbs as Yasuhito sticks 3 seconds behind. Nancy's now past Brett. She's up to P7. Right, within 1.4 of John now. This is the battle we were hoping to get. It's just that he's lost a complete lap, always exactly 1 lap. Bit of a lock up. Don't go back on if you... Yep, good man. He didn't run off. So we might get a little bit of a toe off him now. Might help us down the straights. It's a bit of a scrappy first sector from me though, so he's 1 second ahead again. Again, just trying to avoid those curbs. Yasuhito's just 2.5 seconds back now. Too cautious around this lap.
P5.
Come back, John, I need your toe. Right, this is down 10 laps down out of 15. And Marino Haynes has just taken the lead. And the number 2 car is now leading. Great battle at the front then. We'll see what happened to everybody by looking at their carnage. Look at everyone's X's after the race. 1 X's, 2 X's, 4 X's. We'll make sure we see what happened. But at the moment, I'm just focused on trying to catch back up to John. And avoiding these curbs. Because they can kill you. Yasuhito's chipped another couple of tenths off behind. Yeah, they're really good around that part of the circuit. Now just 2 seconds behind me. But hey, eyes forward. That's what we need to do. We need to look forward. We need to look at John. We need to catch John.
Oh my god. Fuck!
Oh no, there's been an incident ahead.
Why'd you come over?
Oh, that's interesting. Was that for the lead? Was that for P2, P3? I don't know. But I'm still worried about Yasuhito, who's gained another couple of tenths on me this lap so far. Oh no, and he's dropped back. He's made a mistake. A little bit less pressure from behind. But where's this going to put us over the line? Have people towed? Marino's had to tow. That's going to be another position. There will be a fast repair, but they're not going to tow back to the pits in time.
P4, you've just done a 105.73.
Marino's had to disconnect. Had enough. We'll see what happened, of course, after the race.
Alright, Damo, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 9.1.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make up 9 seconds. Brett behind. He's found his way back up to the position behind me. Oh, a little bit of a curb clip there, but got to be careful of that. He's 3.6 seconds back. I don't need to take any risks. I can scoop a P4 here, guys. I'll be so pleased with this if we get this P4.
The car in front of us is Weiss. 2 to go. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
The qualifying P7.
The gap behind is now 3.7.
Good to know. Now Weiss ahead is 8.3 ahead. I've only got 1.5 laps to do something about that. That's not going to happen. The John in front, despite being a lap down, is still up in P9 and chasing down P8. So you can see in front of the blue car there's a white car. That is P8, also a lap down, but John must be trying to hunt that car down.
That last lap was a 106.06.
Come on, just one more lap. Carrying this little bit of wheel damage. And I think we're managing to fend off Brett behind. He's 3.9 back. So super cautious through here. Just not hitting those curbs. Doesn't matter about losing a couple of attempts. Nancy's now... Oh! Something must have happened at the chicane again. Suddenly Nancy appeared behind me and then disappeared again. Oh, was that a desperate lunge? And they're both... Well, Brett's now 6 seconds back. I can't wait to check out the carnage in this one, guys. We'll bring it home. We'll cross the line. And then we'll have a look at everybody's incidents. There we go. P4.
Yellow flag. Caution. P4.
We'll do a few more...
at the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
A few more corners just to help the safety rating. But I'm not going to subject you to me driving around on my own. So we'll check out everybody's X's. Okay, let's have a look at everybody's incidents. So this was the start of the race, of course. And this is just behind us. Bit of a coming together at the chicane. Yeah, that kind of gave us a bit of a buffer. Bit of a traffic jam there. As Nancy then sives away back up through the field in the red car. Oh, and then the 10 clips the curb, breaks a wheel. Oh, it's easily done over there. And into the barriers. Okay, so this is behind us again. So this is Nancy on Brett, I think. All bit of a tap into the chicane. Is she going to get sent? Nope. Oh, nice battle into turn 1. This is the 1 and the 2 car. Side by side, a little bit of a rub, but I think they're both going to get away with that. Fantastic racing, but of course we saw that there was a change for the lead halfway through the race as well, so the 2 did manage to get the 1. Here we go down to the chicane, so the 7's getting involved now. Oh, the 2 did not give him any room at all. Oh, that was a strange one. Have another look at that. So the 7 gets alongside the 2, but then doesn't seem to have anywhere to go. Side by side here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the 7 could have done there. That's the end of that. Wow, that's all there was in the end. It seemed like full of carnage, but those major incidents really helped us to get up to P4. Okay, we'll take the chance to have a look at what happened to Nancy coming into the first corner of the race here, because it was an easy pass for us in the end. So it's looking good so far. Cold tyres, but nothing really happened. And the 4 starts to come across. Yeah, they both wanted the same piece of track. And unfortunate for Nancy, she's the one that suffered. But she didn't hit the barrier. Fantastic. Managed to carry on and work the way up through the field to have a great race in the end. Sometimes your heart can sink at that moment. But yeah, not a lot in that. A bit of a racing incident, I think. Right, we'll have a look to see what happened at the chicane and see if the 2 car gave enough room. So we're on board with the car 7 here, Colin Weiss, on the run up to this incident. And this is where he's going to attempt to go down the outside of the 2. Gets a great run, swings to the left, sticks to the left hand side as much as he can. Hits the brakes, and yeah, maybe there just wasn't enough room. Let me know what you guys think. We'll have a quick look on board the 2 as we look at the back of this 7 car and the words noob and no punterinos. We'll have a look on board the from the back of car number 2. Okay, we'll do it full speed as we see the 7 swing out to the left to go up the outside there. Does the 2 give them room? Is there any netcode? There's no netcode. There is actual contact. There just wasn't room. And there you go. 122 iRating dropped on the floor like Sonic losing his rings. Back to the pits. Wow. Okay, let's look at what happened to John, because of course we were chasing down John and then he seemed to perhaps get wheel damage from a curb strike. Brushes that one. That one's okay. Is it this one? Oh, there we go. See sparks fly as his wheel is now out of alignment. And I think that's what then penalised him. Can he turn into this next corner? No. No, the car is done for. Unlucky John. Okay, let's check out the results for this global Mazda MX-5 Fanatec Cup with a 2850 strength of field. Really high strength of field here. We still managed to get that double green. Really happy about that. 0.07, a James Bond on the safety. And plus 42 on the iRating keeps us in that 2.8 range. And there we go, car number 5. Rubbish qualifying, meant we started P7. Managed to keep it out of trouble. We risked ourselves with the damage to the wheel, but we still managed to finish in P4 and gain a bit of iRating. These two were the biggest winners. Pablo and Colin, fantastic from both of them, going 75. Marino there in car number 2, probably regretting fighting so hard into the chicane. Lost 122 iRating down to 5488. But Giancarlo, congratulations to Giancarlo. Great race from him. And the fastest lap of 104.6. Well, not a lot we could have done about that. Once again, the Mazda serves us well. I'm glad we broke out the big wheel, had a go in this. In the Rookie Series, it is a bit of a lottery. We see some big numbers in there with a 6.7k from Giancarlo, 5.5 from Marino, and 5.2 from Nancy. Big iRatings there. But they mess up, they lose a lot of iRating, and we can scoop it up. So we did well to get a double green there. But hey, hopefully you've enjoyed this race. Hopefully you're going to be doing this race this week. And if you are, let me know how it goes. Or if you're anticipating it, let me know if this has helped you to understand what you're likely to expect, especially in the top split. My top tip is just avoid those curbs in the chicane at all costs. Don't get wheel damage like I did, and don't get wheel damage that could even put you out of the race. But hey, if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. And if you've come along here for the first time, or you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe to the channel, and in your subscribe settings you'll see a notifications bell. Set that to all, and that'll tell you when I go live or put a new video up, which is great for me and great for you. But for the time being, I'm going to leave you to have a great week or weekend, whatever it is you're going to do. I'm going to leave you a couple of videos, including one of an MX-5 race where we actually did race with Nancy at Alton Park, and it was fantastic. I'll leave you with that. Take care. See you next time.